Hello everybody, welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus Sevilla Europa League preview. Back again tomorrow, second leg for the preview. And second leg for this game tomorrow. Huddersfield Town Fan TV. What's up mate, how's things? Hope you're doing well. I actually seen one of your videos straight today. Well done, love them actually. So yeah, keep it up man. But yeah, we have the second leg again to talk about. I actually done a preview earlier on, but then the internet just messed up, so I had to redo it again. So don't worry, you don't have deja vu. I did have to do another preview, because my internet just messed up. So hopefully it's all right now. But yeah, Sevilla tomorrow, Manchester United. We put ourselves into a bit of a sticky situation, and let me find that coming on there. Last week, put ourselves 2-0 up. I thought that things were looking swell. The second leg was going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. No. We decided to have Varane come off, Martinez come off, and we thought we scored 2 own goals as well. Cheers, mate. I really appreciate it. Yeah, listen, no worries. You know, I think credit, trust me, man, when you do stuff like this, it's not easy. So people like yourself do what they do for the club. So it was nice to see. And yeah, I mean, I'll definitely drop a subscribe. Mate. Actually, come on, I got to start this game well. 2-0 win. I hope. Yeah, I mean, I love that you love Manchester United, as well, which is always nice to see because I think we're probably the most hated club in England, aren't we? So yeah. Yeah, 2-0 win. Ooh, 2-0 win would be a nice one. 2-0 win would be a very, very nice one. 2-0 would be a nice one. But then, do a Huddersfield Town Fan TV, don't know if you are new, throw your predictions in, like, comment, hit that subscribe button, don't be afraid. I don't buy. But yeah, we have an injury boost. Rashford trained today. Sabitzer trained. Malacia trained, and so did Luke Shaw. That's an injury boost that I love to see. That is an injury boost I really like to see. And again, will Ten Hag play them tomorrow? Will we see Rashford start? Will we see Rashford come on? Will we see Sabitzer? I think Sabitzer will start. I mean, he only missed one game, so it's not like he was out for the same amount of games as Shaw and Rashford. I even think Malacia will start as well. I mean, this predicted 11, it's not going to be easy. Like, what are people going with? Are you starting Shaw, left centre back, left back? What are we going with? Are you going to pick the same team we did on Sunday? I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how we can shape up. I like seeing United do well because my friend Ors supports him. Yeah, Ors talks football. Yeah. I've seen his channel actually. Yeah. Decent content as well. Yeah, I mean, I actually honestly, I'd love Huddersfield to get promoted. We could do shows together and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've seen Ors. I've seen his channel as well. Yeah, decent stuff as well. Always nice to see. He's a sound bloke as well. I haven't talked to him, but what one of the lads, Toby, he was on this channel. He was on this channel before, and I've watched him a few times. I'm always keeping up to date with literally everything. But yeah, I mean, again, let's talk about this game tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting affair. It's going to be interesting. Can we win? I think we can. What would your starting lineup be for the game? I'm going to be honest with you, Huddersfield Town Fan TV. I've made 2 predicted 11s and an 11 that I'd love Ten Hag to pick. But to be brutally honest with you, I'm still deciding on which one to pick. So whichever one I pick, no one go mad at me. Real Madrid. Oh yes, is a final for just call you Ryan so? Is a final for just call you Ryan so? I mean, I don't mind calling you Ryan so, Town Fan TV, but yeah, I mean, nice to meet you, Ryan. Nice to meet you, mate. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this game. I mean, look at the game against Nottingham Forest. I predicted it to be a hard game. I thought it was going to be a bit of a tough game. I thought Nottingham Forest to try and take us on. The first few minutes were a bit shaky. Maguire got the early yellow card, so that was the reason why. Then they appealed for a penalty, which I'm not sure if it was. To force instant reaction, I thought it should have been a pen. Instant reaction, I thought it should have been a penalty. But again, there you have it. This is going to be an interesting game tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. And again, the Nottingham Forest game, not too bad. The defence got a clean sheet. I know it's against Nottingham Forest, who are fighting for their lives, so you're not expecting anything spectacular. You're not expecting anything, crazy. But if they beat us, or we got a draw against them, or we struggled to beat them, I probably wouldn't have been as confident for the game tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to throw that there as well while I'm talking to people and all that kind of stuff. But again, I mean, Huddersfield Town to be like, what would anyone else's, or Ryan, I'll just call you Ryan, what would people's predicted 11 be? What are we going with? Are we going with Luke Shaw to the left centre back? Are we going to just go with Maguire, Lindelof? Are you going to go? What else are you going to do? Throw your ideas at me as well. Throw your ideas at me as well, because these ideas, this game tomorrow is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. And I cannot wait for it. And I'm confident for it. So there will be a watch along for the game as well. The game kicks off at 8, so join me at around half an hour before that. Talk about team news and all that stuff. Will Rashford be back? Well, he travelled with the squad. And we all know Ten Hag. I don't even think you have to be a Manchester United fan to know about Ten Hag. That's being brutally honest with what he's like. Obviously, we've learned more about him, obviously, since we came over. But I do... he's travelled with the squad. But anyways, like I said, Ten Hag doesn't pick players who are 50% fit, 70% fit, 80% fit. He wants you to at least be 99 to 100% fit. That's what Ten Hag wants. So again, the question is, which no one can answer, only Ten Hag can. Will we see Rashford make an appearance? Will Rashford come on? Will Rashford come on? Will he start? Will he not? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Like again, I might, wink, wink, have Rashford in my starting 11, predicted 11. I like Sancho. I really do. With Sancho this season, again, he's had a bit of a tough season. Had that break, and he's back now. Like again, I'm gonna back Sancho because we know what he can be like. You know what he can be like. But yeah, I mean, what else are we going to talk about? We're going to do Ten Hag press quotes, Sevilla form, Manchester United's form, and how I expect Manchester United to play, or how I suspect Man United will play against Sevilla, how I expect United to play against Sevilla, sorry. And yeah, talk about the injuries, Ten Hag's press quotes, and yeah, when I said that I'm confident for tomorrow's game, I think we'll win. I give me predictions usually near the end of the show, just to kind of get them out there and all that kind of stuff as well. I kind of give me predictions near the end of the show, but it is. It's a game that is it a game I wouldn't say it's one of those games that's hard to predict. Like if we play like we did against them, like if we play the way we played in the second half, if we play like that against Sevilla, they're beating us. We're not winning that game. We're not coming out of that game alive, right? But if we play like we did against them in the first half, well, then we're going to win, obviously. Like, the first half, we got an early goal. It was offside, Sancho's goal, if you remember it. And then the second half, it's like we decided to really, oh yeah, let's just sit down, let's have a rest. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that was a dangerous game that I don't know what happened. You know, when they got to the first goal, well, when Malacia got the first goal for them, I thought 2-1, not too bad. You know, I'll take a goal. I'll take it. I'll take a 2-1 going into the second leg. That means then we can just get snatch another goal over there without them scoring and boom. But yeah, 2-2. I wanted to cry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really wanted to cry. Like, we were so poor in that second half. We were so poor. And like I was kind of saying, like, if there was another, I don't know, 5 minutes added on, 10 minutes left of that game, what would have happened? What would have been the outcome? What would have been the outcome? You know what I'm trying to say? Ryan says, just got Ryan. I don't know if I call you Ryan. I call you Huddersfield Town TV anyways, but let me know if I can call you Ryan. Sevilla are 13th in La Liga. I'm surprised by that. Yeah, they're not doing the greatest at all. They're not doing the greatest this season, which it is surprising. Like, you know, they are kind of like again, they are a dodgy team. Sevilla are such a dodgy team for Manchester United. They can call it. They're such a dodgy team. You know that. But they are a dodgy team. Yes, you can call me Ryan. Oh, let's go. I was just wondering. Like, I was just wondering as well. Yeah. So as I was saying, I mean, you know, this game, you know, like, as I said, Sevilla are kind of our dodgy team. Like, if you want to, like, and again, it's a Spanish team as well. We don't do well against Spanish teams. I know what you're saying. You beat Sociedad when you played them in Spain. You beat, who was? Yeah, we beat Sociedad in Spain. We beat We drew against Barcelona in Spain. We beat Betis in Spain. I feel like we played someone else in between that. Oh yeah, no, Betis. So we basically beat all the Spanish teams away. So can we do that again? You know, you never know. You just never know what to expect from this, from Sevilla, and how they'll kind of try and shape up against us. Like, you know, I heard their manager saying earlier on in his press that it wasn't an element of luck. Sevilla getting down. I can't even speak. Sevilla getting those 2 late goals was an element of luck. It wasn't an element of luck. The Sevilla manager said, and I wasn't the Sevilla manager. I think it was the Sevilla captain. I'm not too sure, but he was like, "Yeah, listen, it wasn't an element of luck. It wasn't an element of luck." That's a few days for United with 2 cup competitions. Yeah, I mean, we're at the business end of the season now, aren't we? We're really at the business end of the season. This is where it gets really interesting. And again, with Rashford, like, no matter what, Rashford, Luke Shaw, Sabitzer, Malacia will be back for Sunday. They're going to be back playing tomorrow. They're going to be, let's just say, they're going to be on the bench or playing tomorrow. So either way, we'll have a few more players than we did last Sunday for final this Sunday. Our final semi-final this Sunday. Yeah, it is. And if we can make it to the semi-final of Europa and make it to a final of the FA Cup, fair play to Ten Hag. Fair play to Ten Hag if he can do that. Fair play to him. Again, it is a big, massive few days. And again, whatever happens tomorrow, it's we look to a potential. You know, we don't look at the potential. We look at an FA Cup semi-final against Brighton, who are doing very well this season. Probably doing better than a lot of people expected. You know, a lot of people expected. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow's game, like, I don't know, like, as I said, I'm confident for it. I am confident for it. Like, I haven't got many negatives. Like, I haven't. The only negative for me is our defence. how will it shape up if you start Maguire and Lindelof? Will kind of the likes of Benasseri kind of his pace will that kind of hurt Slabhead Harry and Lindelof? Oh, the thing is, Lindelof does a lot more than Harry Maguire. Like, and Maguire's our captain, who's always has his hands in the air, complaining, moaning, uh, all that kind of stuff. He's always finding some way to moan. Lindelof just does what he has to do, and boom, done. And to be honest with you, anyone on that team could be a better captain than Slabhead. Give it to Anthony. Like, I don't know why you said that, Cat. Well, I'm not. Don't actually give it to Anthony. Jesus, no. But what I'm trying to say. Like, you might as well give it to me. I'd be a better leader than Slabhead Harry Maguire. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, I mean, if Bruno start, like, I mean, again, you look at us. We have no Bruno tomorrow. Obviously, no Varane Martinez. No Garnacho. Supposing he's back in. I think he's back in individual training. I don't think he's back in kind of team training. So, because he put a photo of himself up the other day, wearing a pair of football boots and Manchester United tracksuit and all that. And anyways, and he looked like he was ready to go. So again, Will Garnacho will be back for Sunday. Will he be back for the game next week in the Prem? Will he? I mean, I don't even know when they're fit in the. I don't know when are the Europa League semis? Are they next Thursday? I haven't got a clue. We'll focus on that tomorrow night. Do you think Shaw should come in to centre back alongside Lindelof? Potential option. Shaw did good when he utilised in that position position earlier on in the season. Yes. Must be Jersey falling. Sorry, I'll answer your question now. I would if New Jersey was still falling. This is just gold. You don't get this shit anywhere else. But yeah, sorry I had to take that off. But yeah, yeah, I would. And Luke Shaw done very well on that left centre back position there earlier on the season. Like you said, we played them there in the derby against City at Old Trafford and we beat them. We've played them there in a few occasions this season, Luke Shaw, and he done very well. I would be playing Luke Shaw in that position. I really think Luke Shaw does well in that position. And I would definitely, no question. My back four would be when they're all fully fit. Like, take Martinez and Varane out. But my back four for the remainder of the season would be back five, De Gea in goals, Malacia left back, Luke Shaw left centre back, Lindelof right side of centre back, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That'd be me. That'd be my kind of team. That's what I'd do. And if Ten Hag picks that tomorrow, happy days. He might, but I just have a feeling because Bruno's not available, he's only going to pick Maguire because he's club captain. Semi-final, 11th of May. First leg. Oh yeah, 11th of May is the first leg and the 8th. Okay, so another, what's that, 2 weeks? No, 2. Oh, it's like when? So the 11th of May is the first leg, which is like another week, 2 weeks away, I think it is. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's so it's a good bit of. It's a bit of a while, yeah. So does that mean we'll actually finally get to have a break? Do you know, we're always really playing and all that. Eric Ten Hag can't keep picking Maguire as he is constantly performing poorly. Maguire, I don't know about him. Maguire just kind of, I lose my patience with Maguire, you see. I lose my patience with Maguire. I actually lose my patience with Maguire. I mean, people were saying he thought he had a good game, didn't he? Yeah, kept a clean sheet, fair play. But if that was against, I don't know, Haaland, Nunes even, Gabriel Jesus, whatever, probably would have made Maguire look like shit. Just because it was Forest. Like, don't get me wrong, like, we attack, like Ten Hag said it before, we defend with 11 and we attack with 11. I mean, Ten Hag knows that defence is shit. Just with Maguire in there. It's not strong, even with Maguire and Lindelof in there. It's not. But Ten Hag definitely knows, he obviously has to set up a system. We're into Maguire and Lindelof settings now. This is it. Like, I think we're going to sell Maguire in the summer as well. 15, 20 mil. Have him. 30 million. If you can get 30 mil from him, then happy days. That's what I'm saying. But again, it's going to be interesting. What does anyone? Oh, no, I'm not going to bother. Asking what's going on in the other Champions League games. But yeah, so the Champions League, Europa League semi-finals, I'm for another while, yeah, 2-3 weeks. So, but yeah, I agree with you, Ryan. I don't think Ten Hag should keep picking him. Is he just picking him because he's club captain? I even get sick saying that Maguire club captain, but unfortunately, we have to say so. Maguire. I don't know why we pick him. I mean, I know we barely have any options at the back. I mean, we're gonna have to, like, Sunday is when you're going to see Malacia, Luke Shaw, Lindelof, or Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. That's when you're going to see it, because Maguire is suspended for that game. So, Maguire suspended. I have no idea on how he's club captain in the first place. Shocking decision to allow that to happen. 100%. 100% Huddersfield Town. Ryan, sorry. 100%, yeah. And don't worry, he will not be captain next season. Do not worry. He will not. He better not be club captain next season. Like, I swear to God. Like, that'll just piss me off if he is club captain next season. Give it to Bruno. Simple. Bruno's more of a captain than Maguire. Anyone's more of a captain than Maguire in that team. Let's be brutally honest here. Anyone can be more of a captain than Bruno. Anyone on the Manchester United team can be a lot better than Maguire. And who can be captain. Ridiculous. I mean, you've seen it the other day, actually. Some of the players seem to lose respect for Maguire. Like, they just have seemed to lose their patience with Maguire, because he, Anthony scored a goal the other day. Was it Anthony, or I don't know what it was, but Anthony turned around and see Maguire, and his face, he went, let's just say Maguire wiped a smile off his face without even having to do anything, because Anthony was looking at him going, "Oh shit, you're coming over here. You go back on the bench." So some players kind of aren't interested in him either. So, but yeah, we're gonna go to talk about this. We're gonna go through Ten Hag's press quotes. I'm gonna get Twitter up here, actually, because sometimes I only. But here we go here now. Can I get this up on the screen, actually? I'll make sure I have everything good in the hood. So, Ten Hag on injuries, he says they're available because that's why they're in the airplane. But I'll take my decision tomorrow. We will make the decision. Fair enough, Ten Hag. Whatever you want to do, friend. Then he spoke about on the first leg. He says it's clear. It's about 2 legs. I think we played quite well for 60 minutes, and the last 20 minutes you dropped the level. It's not acceptable, and we know that you get punished. We definitely got punished. He says we want to compete with the best, and now we have to progress even more. Then he spoke about De Gea. He said stopping goals. This is the main job for a goalkeeper. Everyone has their own particular style nowadays. In possession, it has to become more and more important at top levels. He says, but he also says, but at the end of the day, it is about stopping goals, shots, crosses, and one-on-ones. He says, I think David De Gea is a complete goalkeeper. Let me go back onto YouTube here because I'm not actually looking at the comments at the moment. I do agree about you, Ryan, saying that Maguire needs to go into summer. He also says Rashford surely is able to play if he's travelling. Eric Ten Hag doesn't want to give anything away about his lineup too. That's it. That's what I was thinking as well. To be brutally honest with you, Ryan. I really, really was. And I'm glad you said it because is it mind games? Is he kind of keeping his cards close to his chest? Is he keeping? I mean, we usually know what the team is an hour and a half before the game kicks off here. Anyways, we usually know what the story is. Do you know the way you get these leaked lineups? So you usually know what's going to happen before that as well. So this is where, I mean, he's not going to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Rashford." He's probably not even going to try and say anything to us either as fans. So definitely, again, he spoke about De Gea there as well. I mean, De Gea has been getting a bit of stick this season, hasn't he? De Gea has been getting a bit of stick this season, and I know he's not. I know he's not a fan favourite. I know that, but De Gea is he's been at the club for a long, long time, right? And like if his distribution, that's the only problem with De Gea is his distribution. That's literally the only problem with De Gea is his distribution. His distribution is not good, and we all know that. I mean, he's what is he? He has the most clean sheets in the Premier League so far this season, and if he can somehow manage to win that with the defence we have now, obviously he must be good. Like I do like De Gea, his distribution can be a bit poor. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I don't think we'll ever sell De Gea. I don't think Ten Hag will be interested in selling him anytime soon. So, personally, I really like De Gea. Like, if De Gea's distribution was good, like, he'd be brilliant. But it's just he has poor distribution, so you don't know what to think about De Gea. You don't know what the story is with De Gea. You don't know what way to take him. I mean, De Gea could have an absolute brilliant game tomorrow against Sevilla. Distribution would improve, everything would improve. Playing out from the back would be brilliant. And then Sunday he could have an absolute nightmare. Now, De Gea as well, he can't play out from the back. Even with Martinez and Varane there, he has some sort of security. He doesn't want to play out from the back. But then even as a goalkeeper with the defence in front of him, his defence can be bullshit. Maguire, Lindelof, you cannot play out from the back. If Maguire passes that ball back to you and says, "Oh yeah, give it over to Rudy Malacia or Luke Shaw over there," and you have, I don't know, fucking Phil Foden or Kevin De Bruyne marking him or whoever it is, whoever it may be, or anyone, no way. You just kick I'd rather the hair kick that ball long. Don't have that ball near you. If you're there pressing, kick it over. Like, let's be honest, they're pushing up the pitch. Our players aren't moving. So when they push up the pitch, probably gives us more gap. And then what Rashford, especially like when Rashford starts as well, ball over the top. I'd rather De Gea, especially the defence we have now, kick that ball long. Don't be messing about. Or kick it short. Give it short, but make sure whoever you're giving a short to knows exactly who they're going to give it to. Like Martinez, sometimes he gives the ball, De Gea gives the ball to Martinez, and Martinez looks around, kind of scanning what's going on around him, whereas he just turns and goes. Maguire, Lindelof can't do that. Can't do that. No way. In the Hayes defence, sometimes he just get balls being played back to him. He just doesn't particularly want it. Sometimes you just have to go forward instead of doing the easy option. Definitely. If there's a striker in proximity, it isn't the time to play it back to the keeper who will be under pressure. And that's the problem. The problem is we have Maguire who loves to play that ball back. Like I was doing the watch on here the other day, and the Law was free, Amazaka was free, Casemiro was free, Lindelof was free. No one was putting Maguire under pressure. Nobody was putting Maguire under pressure. And what did he do? Give it straight back to the head. Then that gave their defence to press up more, and they were getting marked out of it. So everything just gets rushed. So, like, De Gea is a good keeper, good shot. Like, De Gea is a very good keeper, but his distribution is important. Again, you can't blame him when the ball is. You can't kick someone when they're under pressure. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You can't add on to anyone else's schedule on that when they're under pressure. Definitely, you know. I mean, you can do it against the lower teams, but then even at that, you can get caught out. Brentford, look at Brentford at the start of the season when they beat us 4-0. I think we conceded 2 or 3 goals just from playing out from the back. We can't afford to do it. So the head of the distribution is being really criticised. He isn't going to play the best ball every time. That's what I'm saying. The head could have a brilliant game tomorrow, and then Sunday he wouldn't be as good. So again, as I said, that's why when De Gea has Martinez around in front of him, he can give it to Martinez, and Martinez will just drive the ball forward. He can make himself options. So again, if De Gea had the proper equipment in front of him, he'd be brilliant. Look at Liverpool. Trent, Kanate, Van Dijk, Robertson. Again, they're not doing so well this season. We look at the previous seasons and Liverpool are on fire. You know, Ederson. Sometimes he has bloody nightmares with the ball when he tries to play with that. People are like, oh, Ederson, he's great with the ball at his feet. Yeah, he is, but there's sometimes where he has a bit of a nightmare with the ball. So it happens. It happens. Like, De Gea is not your today goalkeeper. You know, where he play out from the back. He's a bit of a old-fashioned keeper, but he's like, I like De Gea, and he's been at the club a long time. So Ten Hag, I back Ten Hag's decision. If Ten Hag says De Gea is the best keeper in the world, there you go. But again, Christian Eriksen spoke about Marcel Sabitzer. He said Marcel has done unbelievable while I have been away. Everyone has done their job. The few sessions I have had have been with Marcel. He only arrived after I was injured. The problem I have is Sabitzer. He's had like 2 or 3 knocks since he's arrived. I do like Sabitzer too. I like Sabitzer, and I'm so happy he's not out for a lot. And I'm so like that. When I was watching the match on Sunday, and Sabitzer was supposedly meant to have a groin injury, and now he's back. And again, I said it. I said maybe it's just a bit of a precaution. Ten Hag didn't replace him after the match. Ten Hag took him off as a precaution. Brilliant. And now Sabitzer's available for tomorrow. Happy days. I really like Sabitzer. I think we should get him on a permanent deal. But again, he has 8 games to spare in the Prem. And then if he progresses in other competitions, he has a few games to spare if he wants to prove himself. And I think he's only worth 20 mil. If we need him as a backup, I'll take it. Ten Hag on the atmosphere in Seville. He says you have to use motivation as a tool and control it. The timing of that is important. In big games especially, you have to know how to use it. We need to focus on the game and play the best game we can. Then Eriksen said on the first leg against Sevilla, says we let them in the game in the first leg, obviously. We had good control for the first hour of the game. Then he says they've had a lot of different coaches this season, but they're now starting to win games. They have a good team, a good shape, and some very good individuals. Look at Telles, didn't play obviously, but Telles, Lamela, En-Nesyri, Rakitic. They have another goalkeeper. They have another player with a few decent players, but I can't kind of put I forget them. And yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Was it our fault that were 2-2 here? Is it our fault? Personally, I just think intensity, concentration, everything just dropped in that second half, in my opinion. And there was a lot of sloppy things made as well. So this is what you have to work on. And Ten Hag on how Man United can get the win tomorrow. Says organisation all over the pitch is quite good. We need to be attacking. I'm confident that we can score goals tomorrow. Hopefully, he's not saying, "Oh yeah, the defence will help." No, fuck that. Eriksen on his injury in January, he says, "I was surprised Andy Carroll didn't get a yellow card at the time. I didn't think it was as bad. I didn't fear I would be out for the season. The medical staff kept me in good shape and got me back." Eriksen, yeah, damn you, Andy Carroll. How Andy Carroll didn't get sent off was absolutely mental. There you have it, John. This is it. Casemiro gets a yellow card, and we bloody a red card, and we bloody Ten Hag, what's his face, gets sent off like that. But one thing about Ten Hag's press conferences, which you really, really notice, keeps the cards close to his chest. But again, look at the recap. The reverse fixtures you can see at the top. 2-2. Sabitzer got a brace. Malacia Maguire on goals, unfortunately. That was the reverse fixture. As I said, the first half, everything was going well. Second leg looked like it was going to be home and host and all that. And yeah, we unfortunately now, tomorrow at their place, by no means is it going to be simple. It's just not going to be a straightforward game, fortunately. And I really, really hope we can up our game. And I know it's away and they're going to be on top of our players and all that. Don't let that bother you, lads. Do you know what I mean? This is Ten Hag. I know you can't see me face, but don't let that bother you. Just go out there, give it your all. Do you know what I mean? It's a game. Two teams going head to head, two sets of fans, passionate that hopefully our teams progress. Two teams that probably hate each other. I hate Sevilla. And again, it's going to be interesting. It really, really is going to be an interesting game tomorrow. And Sevilla, both teams are going to go at each other, but I just think we're going to be a lot stronger. We have a lot more quality still, even with our injuries. I just want to go through Sevilla's form. Beat Getafe 2-0. Cadiz 2-0. They drew 2-2 against Celta Vigo. Drew 2-2 against us, Manchester United. And they beat Valencia 2-0 on the weekend. So the most goals they score a game is 2. The most goals Sevilla score a game is literally 2. You can see it there. That's it. They didn't even score 2 against us. We scored 2 against our bloody selves. Let's be real here. And that was still with Maguire and Lindelof on the pitch. Was Maguire Lindelof? No, actually, we had 10 men short, so we couldn't bring on anyone. Martinez went off. So that is their last 5. So it's like the most to score a game is 2. They all got our form. Newcastle beat us 2-0. We beat Brentford 1-0. Beat Everton 2-0. Drew 2-2 against Sevilla, and we beat Forest on the weekend 2-0. So again, the most we seem to score a game. It's a bit all over the place. 1 goal, 2 goal, 3 goal, whatever. So again, both teams don't really score a lot, but tomorrow, will we be looking at a penalty shootout, extra time, a very scrappy, annoying, weird game? I don't want penalties. I said I could smell penalties last week, but now I don't know. I can smell something different, and it's a win. It's a win. So again, here is this my predicted 11? Here is Hold on, I feel like I see. This is I picked two. No. So this is what I'd like to see tomorrow. This is not my predicted 11. This is not my predicted 11 by any stretch. I hope it is the team that Ten Hag puts out. So you have the Hayden goals, Malacia, Shaw, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro, Ericsson, Sabitzer, Rashford on the left, Anthony on the right, and Anthony Martial. Rashford on the left, Anthony on the right, and Anthony Martial down the middle. Martial has done so well since being back in the squad. He's a big talent if he can keep injury free. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I would keep Martial. I said I wouldn't, but now the more I look at him, he seems to be a lot better. Even Martial as a backup next season would be brilliant if you're bringing it, and then especially if you're bringing a Kane or an Osimhen. So, but that is the team I hope to see tomorrow. But this is the team I think we'll see tomorrow. De Gea, Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro, Ericsson, Sabitzer, Rashford, Anthony, and Martial. Now, saying that, will Ten Hag pick the team that I said I'd like to see? Will Ten Hag pick this team? No, not this team. But this team. Experimented for Sunday. Or will he do that in the last 10-15 minutes? Personally, that's the team. If we start that, I'm confident whatever team Ten Hag puts out, I'm going to be confident, right? But if he puts out that team there, I'm going to be confident. If he puts out this team or that team, I'll be a bit, okay, fair enough. But I just think that's the team he's going to go with. And my score prediction is, it's confident. I'm predicting a win. Manchester United win. As you do. Happy days. Have that. I'm going to go 4. I'm going to get your predictions in the chat as well, if I can find mine. Manchester United 2, Sevilla 1, which that'll mean it'll finish 4-3 on aggregate. That is my score prediction. I'm going Rashford to score, Anthony to score, and Enesiri, whatever way you pronounce him, for Sevilla. 2-1 to the Reds. 2-1 to the Red Devils. We're going to progress to the semi-finals of the Europa League. We're going to progress to the semi-finals, and hopefully we can progress to the final of the FA Cup. Hopefully it can be a good week. Huddersfield Town Fan TV says 2-0 United, Martial and Rashford. I love it. That'd be brilliant if that could happen. Again, if you think of it, they actually didn't score against us. We just decided to score against ourselves. Literally, we thought we'd give them a late Christmas present. Was it someone's birthday on that team? I don't know. But that has been the Manchester United versus Sevilla Europa League preview. The talking's done. Now it's up to the players to put themselves up for it. I can't wait. There will be a watch along for the game at around. The match starts at 8 PM, so we'll be live at around 7:30. Make sure to follow all our socials. Links in the description. You can see the Twitter there as well. If you want to go over and give it a follow. If you want to email us, if you ever want to come on a future show, let us know in the comments. If you want to come on a show and talk anything, by all means do. DM us on Instagram. Email us. Do what you have to. We don't. If you want to come on a show, by all means do. If you want to come on for a preview, a watch along, just a news show, or just want to talk about Manchester United, go for it. But yeah, that's been the preview. Speak to you all tomorrow for the watch along. Come on, United.